Hey everyone, welcome to the bridge call. We are on a new link for the end of May 31st. So welcome everyone.
Yeah, welcome. It's good to see everybody here.
Yeah. We have a lot of exciting energies happening.
Certainly is.
I'm not sure if anyone follows Jason Estee, but he says that from mid-May to the end of May, we're in a very powerful position to expedite our desires because we just got taken off the old contract and now we're in betweens going into the new contract, which is of the light. And now we have way better support to create our desires. And yeah, and it was happening right up until the end of May.
It's the day.
So we're going to celebrate, yay, the end of May and going into June, because there's a lot of new things coming in on June. We have a big release planet-wide for June, and that is letting go of victim at a conscious level. That happens around mid-June, and moving into the fourth dimension. You know, there's two minds. Some say everybody's going to ascend, and other people say not everybody's going to ascend. I'm of the mind that not everybody is going to ascend.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, so I don't know if everybody I guess I didn't send that link out. Ismail Peraz did, he was at the UFO disclosure weekend.
Yeah.
And his information is like,
it is. You have to watch it 3 times.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to.
We should send a link on the end of our show here.
Yeah, it's like over the top on the amount of information. I like, you know, and I was always, remember I questioned that in the past, Danny. I don't know if you remember, but you know, how am I connected to the Lyrans?
Right.
There's something where the Lyrans. Yeah, so
according to him,
in his talk, he says we are all connected
from the Lyrans.
The Lyrans. And I was like, oh my God. So, you know, these pieces of puzzles come in, or this information comes in, and it's like, oh, how am I connected to that? Or why do I feel like I'm part of that? And, you know, and now things are getting answered.
They are.
Because I think one day I even asked you that, and then we channeled it, and you said, because you have visited there, like you were part of it in a small way, but never kind of stuck around, just passing through. And
okay,
then
can you back up for those of us that don't know what you're talking about?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Lyran is a
what?
Is a species, entities like Pleiadians, Sirians, the Lyrans. Okay. Yeah, so it's the Lyrans are
cat people.
They look like lions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love cats. Maybe I.
Yeah, so I was like, I all of a sudden, I don't know, a few months back, I'm like, how am I connected to the Lyrans? Why do I feel connection to the Lyrans? And because I never had it that I was connected. So then you know, Danny and I, we did a channeling around that and how there is connection, but not like a full time. And then listening to Ismail Peraz, he basically says we're all connected to the Lyrans. And I was like, oh my God. So there is a connection, and I can't tell you what, how, and all that, the way he explains it. It's like, okay, so Maybe one day
So
we'll
I
have
have a
them.
little, write up on them, Lucy.
Yeah,
This is it, what that says, their origin is from Lyra, as you know, but their agenda here was to observe and to be neutral. And their lifespan is 1,000 years on Earth. And that they are all about technology and spirituality. And they were the original human race, but after the reptilian invasion, some said they are under their control. So that they
Okay.
had
there was an
fallen
invasion.
under their control. Yeah, but I don't know if that's now anymore because of the reptilians being taken off planet. So
Correct.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
That they were about observing and being neutral, and that they were 1,000 Earth years, and that it was really about technologies and spirituality of why they came.
mhm. Very good.
Yeah.
so he explains on the video, like in way more in depth, so I'll
Yeah.
send a link in that. He also mentioned that AI is just pure evil.
Behind it all,
Yeah.
basically.
And how we are much higher. We have way more technology within ourselves as high as in human beings.
They're
So
very powerful.
yeah, because AI is just the
Technology.
logical side of us. And they're replicating it like at warp speed, our intellect, but they don't have the spirit side.
No
So-
connection to source.
Right. So,
Right.
which is, how things got taken over thousands of years ago.
That's right.
So for them to roll out everything AI, yeah, so you have to be careful to stay connected to your source.
Very much so.
So I don't have much. I landed. It's interesting now when I feel this way, like I have a head cold and everything. I went to Sedona years ago and did an advanced meditation, and we were flying, like flying. Okay. And Bijan, who was running it, he would be like, we were there for 5 days and we're just higher and higher and higher. And he kept saying, wow, you guys are so high. You guys are so high. But we're like, we had no concept of how high we were.
Right.
Like we were so high, our skin was disintegrating before us. Like as we looked at each other, like just, it was like melting off
Wow.
us, even in pictures. Like when we took pictures of each other, we would have like half a face.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bizarre.
so at first when you're seeing it, you're completely freaked out because you feel like you're in a horror movie. But once your ego can settle down and start being with how your body is not so dense and it becomes more liquidy, then you start seeing it, you're like, oh, okay. Then you start being okay with it, right? So we had no concept of how high we were. We even visited this one restaurant, and it had a huge porch around the restaurant sitting in high up in the Red Rocks, and it had a beautiful view. Well, this restaurant was known for having a lot of ghosts. Okay, so entities that were still hanging out at the restaurant. So one woman from Toronto, she was able to take pictures of spirits. So you take a picture and she takes a picture, she's got like 10, 15 more people in her photo than you do. She's got all the spirit entities, like,
wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So we would walk in and you're taking photos because it's just beautiful. I mean, you're taking photos. And then by the time we get to the table, she was showing all her pictures, and there would be all these entities, and there would be like in long gowns with big hats, and like back in the 1920s, 1800s, like it was just incredible. So when I got back from, this advanced meditation, I could feel my body coming in from a crash landing. So we're like flying high, and then the landing is like bang, bang, bang,
So,
until the plane finally crashes and dies and stops, right?
mhm.
So that's what was happening to my body. And he mentioned that. He goes, you guys are really high, so be careful when you get home, right? So a lot of us got sick and just couldn't, couldn't integrate it. So I believe that that's what happened to me arriving here. Just a bit of a crash
Right.
landing. Because last night in the
Okay.
middle of the night, I'm like, okay, I can't breathe. Like I have a full on, and I'm like, what has happened here? And it's like, oh, yeah. So integrating.
The new energies, coming down.
Yeah, because I was in the jungle. I mean, I was just, engulfed in nature, like natural.
Now you're in the
Ocean.
concrete jungle.
Jungle. Yeah, so here I'm like, like it's nice. But it does feel like a little Monopoly houses. But anyways, you know what? Just grateful. Grateful that it's not minus 20. Grateful that, I have a place to crash. And my bicycle is back en route. So I want to hear from you guys. How has your week been?
Let me tell you something. So Daniela and Roxana, they suggested to go to energy enhancement system facility. So last week I did first time. So I spent there 2 hours. I even slept there. It was 24 units. And what I felt when I went out of that facility, it's a lot of energy. I even have headaches from that amount of energy. But meantime, I came home. It's 3 hours from my home on train and subway.
Wow.
It's gone. So then I got the bath. It's salt, soda, and borax. It's the main ingredients, and all energy come back to me. So I couldn't even sleep. So what happened next day? So usually I have chronic fatigue. So I just eat breakfast and then I'm tired. And I was so emotional lately. I have to go to that 6th dimension to heal my emotional body constantly. So what I feel after the first session, that I have no chronic fatigue and I'm not that emotional anymore. So I decided to go second time. And yesterday I went the second time. I couldn't sleep there. It was so much energy. And I constantly, energize the water and drink this water during the session. So I came back and I did full bath, what was in a list. It has green tea, it has ginger, it has hydrogen peroxide, something else. So this time I got all ingredients and I did that bath. I slept that good. I didn't sleep like that for long time. So when I wake up today, at the beginning, I decided to clean to do colon clean. So I started to do from last time when I did my first session, I started to do coffee enemas. So I started to clean my colon. So, but I did it, I did it before and I never feel like that. So today, when I wake up, all of a sudden, I feel myself so healthy, so full of energy, like I didn't feel myself,
Wow.
I don't know, maybe in my childhood, I feel that good, like
Wow.
I felt today, and so happy, with such a mood. I first time in my life, I didn't want it, and it's from inside. All of a sudden, I don't want to see any news. I don't want to do anything, and I didn't have even appetite. So I decided to share it with my sister, because my sister, she's really sick, and I got that information for her. So I went to them, and I told them how nice I feel, like I'm full of energy, and I feel so healthy and happy. And my sister and her husband, they asked me, okay, you have so much energy, but what did you do with this energy? And actually, I didn't do anything. I just enjoy it. I didn't do, like, you know, what they mean that I have to do some job. Maybe I didn't do anything, and I didn't. I came to them. I didn't have no protection. I didn't put no protection on nothing, and they probably give me so much bad energy. So I came home. I started to cook. I made cutlet, and actually I poisoned myself. And now my stomach hurts. So I went from such a healthy and happy person, and actually I feel like I got bad energy from my relatives, and I poisoned myself. That's
Wow.
what I wanted to share with you, but it's really unbelievable, place, and it worth every penny I spent on it. I did 2 sessions, and I'm so happy that I did it. Absolutely.
Tatiana, is it in Uxbridge? Where
No,
you
I'm
went?
I'm in New York,
Where is it?
so I went in Port Washington in Long Island.
Oh, that's where it was.
Long
Where's the
Island.
one? Okay, so the one that Danielle and Roxana went to is here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
they
in Mississauga.
They in Toronto.
Okay, because there's another one, I think, in Uxbridge now.
Hmm.
This is wild. Wow, that's so cool. How did you find that place?
You can just go on the
Actually,
website and
Actually,
they'll tell you.
Daniela and Roxana sent me link,
Okay.
and I find the location.
Yeah.
But first I didn't want to go because it's actually expensive. I
Right.
didn't want to go, and then I decided to go only because I wanted to show, like, if it was to use for my
Right.
sister. I actually did it for her, like if she doesn't believe in anything but doctors. I wanted to,
Oh.
to see if it's really gonna work.
Wow.
So is she gonna go?
No, she's not gonna go. And on top, she put bad energy on me. What did you do with that energy? I didn't do anything. I just enjoy it.
So you can just clear yourself, right?
I don't know how I clear my, my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
You just clear yourself. You command it to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Look at that.
That's what happened. It's beautiful procedure. And by the way, my left hip hurt it so bad now, and I started to go to the gym, to stretching, to this, to that, and I started to massage it on a roll. After second time, I almost do not feel that pain on my left hip, and I didn't go to the gym. Wow. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I just, you know, everything on my, I feel everything on my own. I do not believe in words. I just
That's
can,
awesome.
yeah, I just can experience it on myself, and then I can know if it works or not.
That is the best.
I
Can you
know.
imagine we're all gonna be like feeling that like full time?
We will be.
It's
So-
incredible. You feel like, I don't know, I feel like that in my childhood. I feel so healthy, so happy, nothing bother me. No, like nobody
Stress.
can, you know, no stress, no nothing. Absolutely. It's unbelievable.
That's the best.
Beautiful.
That's
Very
nice
good.
job. Nice job.
Story.
So
That's
you've
great.
got all the testimonials lately. You're just like going up and up and up and up. Because they do say that now what's happening is when we go up, it becomes our new set point. Right? So
Mm.
Just
you
start.
can drop down, but you can go back up much faster. Before it'd be like you go down, it's like, okay, start again. But it's not like that. It's like you're creating new set points and you just keep going up and up and up. So that's what it sounds like you're doing, Tatiana. You're just like going
Exactly,
up the
exactly.
ladder. That's incredible.
That's
I
awesome.
even thinking to have one cube at home and sleep with that. But you know how much one cube costs?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
already called them and asked them. It cost $15,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
They're anywhere from between 5 and 15. Yeah.
Not between
It's
5 and
crazy.
15. It's
Well, then they've
$15,000
gone up
one
because
cube.
like a couple of weeks ago they were less. No, like a couple of years ago or whatever. They're just gonna keep going up until it becomes free.
Yeah, until it
Yeah,
goes back
yeah.
down again.
Well, you
Mhm.
know, why I asked about where you were is because last week when we were talking and I was telling you about the 3 conversations I had with those people and one night about energy, and the one was a friend of Danny's as well. This gentleman who is Bill, who has a energy cube. Well, it's not it's a crystal, and he has it in his water, and it's kind of like to his all his plants, and so his asparagus he brought for us was like as tall as our like leg. It was so, I
Neat.
was like, wow. Anyway, ironically enough, this is like wild, you know, there's all these synchronicities of this stuff. So I 2 nights later or a week later, even not last week anyway, I'm helping a friend of mine move, and we have to go pick up a friend of hers at this farm. And so we go to this farm, and I get out of the car, and her friend, she's talking to him, and this other guy comes up, and I go, I know you. And he goes, I know you. And I go, where do I know you from? Oh my God. And I say his name, and it's the same guy that I met at this party a week ago in another town. So he takes me around and he shows me the cube and how it's, or the energy thing, how it's working with his garden. And then he says to me, this person who has these, you know, the cubes you're talking about, Tatiana, they phoned him because he's known about it since 2015 when this all started. And there's another lady in Uxbridge who has a place, and they've invited him to go free to it because he'd had throat cancer before, and he's now cured of the throat cancer, but they've invited him for free sessions up there. And I go, you've got to be kidding me. Like, it's just all now our conversation, and I am just so blown away by it. It's just the best. So I said to him, I'm going to go with you when you go. So that's a little bit closer. But
Uxbridge, yeah.
anyway, yeah.
That's
So I thought
great.
that was pretty wild that, you know,
Mm.
it was so I'm like, I don't even know this guy. And then within a week I've met him, or 2 weeks, I've met him twice at his farm and at another party, like, you know, 3 hours away. It was like crazy. Anyway,
Crazy.
so it's all coming together, all our energy stuff.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I love it.
And we can also, what Spirit was saying too, is also call in that energy into our circle.
Mm-hmm.
the cube energy, right? We can just tap into it and bring it into our circle.
Sure.
Yeah, so maybe
Power.
that might be a place for you, Danny, to help your people.
True. True.
To Mississauga.
Can I share something with you, Tatjana?
Yes, please.
Okay, you said you picked up on the energy from your sister
Yes.
and you
And
had
her
it,
husband.
and it bothered you, it brought you down, or whatever phrase you want to
Yeah,
call it.
yeah.
Okay, Spirit gave me this. Maybe you can remember this phrase. Spirit says, I'm slippery and nothing sticks to me.
I'm slippery, nothing sticks to me. I love
So
it.
when we
Thank
come
you.
into contact with negative people and their energies are, bouncing off of us, all we need to say is, I'm slippery and nothing sticks to me.
I'm slippery, nothing
And
sticks
it
to me.
repels it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you so much. Thank
With
you.
anybody, anything. Something that, we're a high vibration, we're dealing with people of low vibration, and we find that very hard to deal with. Just say inside, I'm slippery and nothing sticks to me. It just washes away like rain.
Perfect. I loved
So
it.
it's beautiful. You're welcome.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
Beautiful.
I
Oh,
appreciate
you're
it.
welcome.
Yeah, you're a slippery bar of soap.
Yes,
That's a cute phrase. It's a
I
very
love it.
cute phrase.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
All right. Anyone
Because
else
we have the
wants
ability to do all this. Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can do that also after I do session for my clients. I'm a esthetician, so if I do face massage,
Yes.
I can do the same, right? I'm slippery and nothing
Yes.
sticks to me. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm slippery.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
thank you.
exactly.
to be
It's
like
powerful.
coming in? Okay.
Thank
So I used to, because of the sessions that I do with people, I would pick up on some energy, so I would say it. But now I've done it so many times, I don't even have to say the phrase anymore.
Mm.
They're gone. They're completely gone off me instantly. So for a while you have to say it, and then it'll be automatic, just automatic.
Thank you.
Cool.
It helps. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, because I always just used my arm, just like, okay, cut, cut, cut.
Yeah, whatever. Just
Yeah,
set that
but-
tone.
So you're not
I
walking
release
around
it
doing
now.
this. You can like just say whatever in your mind.
Yeah.
Just like cut.
Cancel, cancel, cancel. Whatever you
Cancel,
want to use.
delete. Yep.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Let it go.
Awesome. So welcome everybody to the call. And so how's everybody else doing? Anybody else want to share some stuff?
All I can say is I talk to a lot of people, and some of my friends are saying that they're noticing the people they bump into are more pleasant. They're more easygoing. I don't know if any of you have noticed that. That there seems to be a bit of a calm out there. Where 2 months ago, everyone's a little bit frazzled. I don't know. Have you noticed this
Um,
in general?
yeah, I think
I
can
haven't
see it.
really noticed it, but some of my friends have. They said it's a definite shift, that they're more easygoing, less
Right.
tense, less whatever. You haven't noticed that?
Oh, a lot of
As we
energy
yawn.
coming in here. Woo. No, I do remember that there was a time where everybody was pretty snappy.
Okay.
I was like, whoa.
Right.
I was also listening to Alex's show, High Level Soul or something. I can't remember what it's
Is
called.
this Alex Collier?
No, Alex has another He does channelers and near-death experiences.
Okay.
He interviewed Sinead, another woman here from Toronto, and she at a very young age has had ET contacts.
Mhm.
And her whole life. And so she had to get some help around that.
Okay.
And so anyways, now she's in her, I think 30s or 40s, and she's done a lot of work around it, and she does a lot of, she connects every day and da. So I reached out to her, thanking her for the great interview, and it was really nice, and where are you in Toronto, and we'd love to connect, and blah, blah, blah. So she has gotten back to me a couple of times, and she says, yes, I would love to connect. I even mentioned our show and how, we want to bring people on the show. She goes, that would be awesome. And
Very good.
she's always interested in connecting with like-minded. And yeah, so I'm gonna connect with her again and see if we can definitely meet. But yeah, she's in Toronto, and that was awesome.
Good.
And yeah, she does channel, and she's had ET contacts her whole life.
Wow. Interesting lady.
I think since she's 4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, there was of course a time where it was like a struggle, and then she had to figure it out or walk away from it or come back, or so.
Sort it out. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, so that was interesting. That was good to connect with her. And yeah, so I definitely want to start connecting with people and having them come on the show and doing some work with us.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so how are you feeling now, Danny? Like, do you think we can connect, create a circle, bring in the higher masters? And that's kind of a silly thing to say, higher masters. So
Masters.
the other masters.
Yeah, other
other
masters,
other
right?
than us. Yeah, and bring them in, and
Yeah.
let's create
Right.
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
We're going to be doing a meditation or a prayer for healing.
Yeah, we're gonna do a prayer for healing, and we could also combine it with a bit of a meditation. But
Okay.
I do want to reach out to people that are got some really low dense energy, and I think
Or be
and
balanced.
yeah, and I wanted to mention too that I was listening to I think it was Lee Harris. He was also interviewed by Alex, and what he mentioned was you can start channeling either through telepathy channeling, or you can start doing automatic writing channeling. And how he started was he would start writing, and his question that he would always start with is, what does my higher self, or what does my soul, or what does my guides, or what does God, or what do they want to say to me? And then just write everything that comes to mind. Don't edit it, or don't
out of the way.
Yeah, just stay out of the way and just let the pen do the work. And I was doing that for a couple of days, and it was interesting stuff that was coming out, because I do know eventually, I know in my knowing that not only myself will be channeling, we'll all be channeling, right?
Yeah.
So, but we basically have to participate in getting the ball rolling.
Yes.
So whether it be like, it's very rare that all of a sudden you're like, okay, you're the chosen one and you'll be channeling now. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, there's always had to be some inquiry or raising of the frequency, or, letting go of stuff in order for whatever higher beings to come through you, or your soul, or your higher self, or whatever. Because you don't have to have like a Bashar. It doesn't have to be like Bashar or anything. It could just be, your higher self. Maybe your higher self in the 12th dimension or something.
Mhm.
So I would definitely love to have her speak to me than, my ego.
Right.
I'd rather have that conversation. Because you're actually tapping into some really heavy duty insights. You could avoid a lot of things
That's
and
right.
just go more direct. So anyways, that's one way of, in your journaling or when you're writing, just have that question. It's like, what would your higher self want to tell you? And then just be still and just let it pour.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sorry, I'm laughing, Lucy, because when I started to do this journaling, when, on the spiritual quest, I thought that's exactly what we were doing, because I wouldn't be able to write until I connected.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
sometimes journaling
To
is good
write
to
first.
to dump stuff.
No.
Like a lot of people
No, I would,
journal to dump.
yeah, no, I just would be like the writing would just flow, and I would just be, so why I'm laughing is it's like we've probably all been doing some of that
Yeah,
in that automatic writing without even knowing we're already doing it. And so it's nice to have the confirmation of what you said with those words. But when you start to look at it, you're like, wow, it's the only place I could write from, because otherwise I'm sitting there going, I don't have anything to say. And it's
exactly.
never
Yeah,
really you saying anything, it's writing what spirit's bringing to you to write or to say.
That's right.
Like, yeah. So that's interesting. Nice.
and who knows? You might be the next blogger. You might have the next book, or you might have the next song. Or the next quotes. Who knows, right?
So you might not know
Yeah.
this, Lucy. This is how I started.
That's how you started, by writing.
Yeah, a psychic gave me a reading one day and she said, you're going to be starting to automatic write. And so I did. It was effortless. I did this for some time and it was for me only.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, a friend or two said, can you automatic write for me? Can you answer some? And I did. And from there, the channeling just started.
There you
So I
go.
was automatic writing for some time before the actual voice channeling came. So it's a wonderful way to start.
That's
Beautiful.
awesome. Very
Yeah.
good.
So
Nice information from both of you. That's cool.
that's a little tool that you can probably, it's been probably waiting for you to get moving on,
Yeah, it's all in there.
to, to excel, to get going on your expansion journey.
Yeah. Very
What else
important.
did I want to say? Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to say is, we're like, oh, I thought, we hit the ceiling or we hit a wall in our recovery and our journey and stuff. And then it's always like, it brings us back to when we were 5 years old and back to the bad house and blah, blah, blah. And it feels dark. It feels heavy. It feels, the emotions and the turmoil and everything. But what also, so it was explained to me, like, here's neutral point, and here's the higher dimensions, and here's the lower dimensions. So we'll have like 5D in a higher dimension, but we also always have a 5D in a lower dimension. Okay. So it's always about working this out to neutrality until we can rise up. So even within ourselves, in order to go to 5D, there's a lower 5D within us that needs to be cleared out. Okay. And then there's many levels in that 5D.
Yes,
So in order to be bright lights, to be like supercharged high frequency lights, the brighter the light, the darker the depth of the darkness goes. Okay. So it's not being afraid of going into the darkness, because it's where you got to go, or it's not where you got to go, but just be conscious or aware or know that in order to be a super bright light, there's a very deep dark. So the darker it is, the brighter you go. Okay.
That's, I get it.
So it's not about being afraid of it. And sometimes you'll bang into stuff, you're like, and down you go again. But it's okay, because it's all about the depth that brings us up into the higher lights, into the higher frequencies. And like, you know,
Gotcha.
Tatiana is like rocking it out here, where she, you know, she's climbing the rungs and getting higher and higher. And we get new normal set points. Okay.
That's right, yeah.
And do we need to dive back in? Yeah, sometimes we need to dive back in and go
Once in
get
a while.
something, and then boom, then we go higher again.
Mhm.
So that was interesting for me, because, you know, we're always like trying to chase the bright light and the higher, but in order to go higher, you got to know that there's a very dark, deep, dark denseness.
We have to experience both sides,
Yeah.
have to.
And it's like, you know, it's a normal process. So in order to go to the 12th dimension, there is a dark 12th dimension, right? So and that's what's happening now. So the timelines are coming in, but you're going to feel
That pull, yeah.
and so just to know, like, and just like in glitches in the system or timelines or whatever like that, but that's what's going on. There's so much stuff going on. It's like, you know, one girl
Tremendous.
that does energy back in my other home, she's like, what the heck is going on? I just feel like, I go, there is a lot going on. So don't try to think it's like this one thing. There's just a lot going on, and it's okay.
Yeah,
You know?
ride the wave,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, and just know that there's a lot going on, and you are completely fine. The energy is like,
Yes, we are.
we've got this. And now it's, you know, we've stopped trying to save people. Okay, the saving has ended. We are the ones that we're looking for. We are the ones that are going to bring us up. We are our own masters. We are, right? We are. And I am. But it's not about I am amazing, I am this, I am that. No, because once we start attaching these, I'm amazing, I'm this, I'm happy, I'm this, you're now giving yourself identities, right? So because who you are is I am. That's it. You are the all.
Right,
And so with that, when there are people that are struggling through some pretty heavy duty stuff, we can be with that, right? Because it's like,
just,
we the people, for the people, you know, like we're all here for our brothers and sisters. And that's what being sovereign is. It's also being there for your brothers and sisters. So when we are working in our, when we're clear on what it is we're doing, and when we are in our knowing, and then we come across somebody that's going through some difficult times, like a really good friend of mine had a stroke. He's in critical condition right now. He's a light worker. And quite a few people on this call have connected with him. So, but he's still in critical condition. He can barely like squeeze his hands, squeeze his son's hands, right? Now, this was a light worker. Now, is he checking out? I don't know. A few of us have checked into it to see if he was, but we're not getting that he's checking out.
okay.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, here's somebody that's a light worker. Boom, down he went. Massive hemorrhaging stroke. It's like, wow, what the heck is going on? So that's like just an example of going into the depths, you know, to be the light.
Yeah. Whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, on all levels.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so if it's not you, there's a whole whack full of other people. So, and it's just like tapping into that. And if you know somebody, it's just like, you know what? Maybe they're going into the depths of all of our stuff, you know, so being there for them, and then, you know, bringing the light and the love and all that. who knows? I'm not sure how it all works, but I know when I connect to, you know, my friend Scott that's in the hospital right now, I don't know, I feel his light, I feel his love, I feel his joy.
Good.
So
Hmm.
I don't feel his depth of what he's dealing with at this time. It's just like, it's like a body thing. And that's just where he needs to go. Now, many people go to those depths and don't know that it's just an illusion and you can let it go. And then they check out because they just get tired.
No.
But like, there are so many YouTube channels right now that are interviewing near-death experiences, channelers, all this stuff. Like, it's like the internet got taken over by near-death
Good.
experiences. And I'm like, people are like just diving into stuff and coming back out. Like, it's crazy. Like, we didn't have this a year ago. We didn't have the amount of near deaths that we have today. So I think that's also another thing that's happening. People are just like, that's it, hitting the wall,
Yeah.
dying, coming back to life. So
Oh, it's just another level of an experience too, right, Lucy? Like,
yeah,
you know, he's strong enough that that experience, his vibration and the way that he is, you know, it sounds like he's just wanting to experience that. His soul wanted to experience that before he ascended, or something's happened there.
Clearing. I
Yeah,
feel.
something. Yeah.
yeah, because there was many times where he felt the stroke coming on and he cleared it.
Right.
Like he could
But
feel
this
it in
time,
his legs and then he cleared it, felt it, and then he cleared it. So there was many times, like many times in the middle of the night, waking up,
right.
feeling a stroke coming on, and then boom, he had to get to work and clear it.
Wow.
It's just,
Well,
you
let's
know,
prayers for
yeah.
him.
So that's what
We're
I'm
gonna
saying. Like, so when you do like prayers, or when you know, connect to the light or Jesus or whoever it is you connect to, your angels. I put in people that are struggling, that maybe are going to the depths of whatever before they rise back up again. And maybe
Right.
there's people that are just needing help transitioning, exiting out, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And it just seems like all us light workers that are connected to this group seem to be checking out. It's like, stop. But
Well,
Part of the process.
yeah. So
Mhm.
anyways, does anybody else have anything they want to say before we just create a really powerful circle and then see who wants to come through? Excellent. All right, so let's
Good.
all get into a beautiful relaxed state, and
All the persons that you wish to send energy to in your thoughts as we go
yeah,
into this.
we're gonna, you know, bring all your people, your pets, your house, your car, your materials, yourself, bring it all into the circle. And anyone, your family, your friends, your neighbors, continents, countries, politicians, doctors, energy healers. Yeah, and there's a lot of people doing a lot of great work that also need a lot of support.
Exactly, including ourselves.
Yeah, so we put us into the circle and then everybody else. So we're going to let consciousness and the you know, other beings that are here to assist, allow consciousness to do the work. This is not thinking your way out of this or thinking your way through it. It's allowing consciousness that can do way better stuff at way higher levels.
Yes, than our little brains.
Yes.
Mhm.
So trusting that it works that way, trusting in that. Yeah. So, okay, so why don't we just all sit back and relax and close our eyes and
All those people in your thoughts.
take in 5 big breaths. And Danny, if you want to just create
Hmm.
and connect.
We call on all the higher realms. We call on all the higher souls, even our ancestors, to be here with us today. We call on Father, Mother, Creator God. We call on the higher levels of light, the ascended masters of light, the archangels, to build a wall of light around us, each and every one of us at this time. A light of purity, a light of love, a light of healing, a light of understanding and safety as we come into this circle, bringing all those people that we hold dear to us, which we wish to pray for today. We ask that everyone on our minds is protected and loved and cared for. May they be receiving all these wonderful healing energies of this universe. May their angels and guides protect them and assist them on their journey here. May they be showered with pure light. May they be showered with pure love. May they be showered with loving, healing energies at this time, and to bring calm to their minds and their hearts for the difficult times that they may be going through. May they know peace. May they understand that they are part of something much larger than themselves, that they are part of the Creator and the Creator resides within them, that they will be taken care of, and that they may let go of any fears, any hurts that do not serve them, to bring them peace in their minds and their hearts at this time. As we accept all of this as manifest.
We also bring in everyone that has been in our lives that has passed over, crossed through the veil. Just in our group alone, we've got so many. Even when I was at the airport the other day, my sponsor, Val Ritchie, who passed away in October, the same time that Franco passed away, she popped in when I was at the airport. To say hello and to wish me safe travels.
Good.
Yeah, it was really nice. And then so let's call in also all the people that have been in our lives that are still actively popping in. So we got Franco and Peter and Joanne and Pauline, Giselle, anyone else that you can think of that you want to put in the circle.
With us now.
So they come in with, joy and good energy and saying hello and letting us know that they are doing great things. They're, and how we are, we are very brave in what it is that we're doing here on the planet and everything that we're up to. It takes quite a bit for us to be here, especially this time. It is like the best time to be alive. So much is going on. They also wish that they are letting us know that they are there for us, and they know that we are going through a lot of stuff right now. And that we are very courageous, brave, strong. Even in our weakest moments, even in our times that we're confused or doubt, we're still very powerful beings. And it's okay to not be on point all the time. It's okay not to be in the zone all the time. It's all part of the flux, all part of the duality. Also, I want to connect with all our energy portals in our body and all our chakra points, and we want to activate anything dormant, anything that's blocking us, any looping, any belief systems, any patterns that are jamming up or blocking in our bodies or in our thought patterns, that we put all this in the circle, everything that is constricted, resistance, any fears, any sadness. We just put all this into the circle so that I can just let it go, lay it down onto Gaia so it can dissipate back into higher frequencies. Boy. And we open up our root chakra. We activate the root chakra. And we open and activate the root chakra to the frequency, the vibration and frequency of the correct information, and also to the vibration of joy. And we bring in the light to clear and to increase and to balance. Moving into the sacral chakra, opening and activating the sacral chakra to the vibration of happiness and joy, and tapping into the correct frequency and allowing the light to clear out anything, to clear and expand. And moving into the solar plex. So dealing with all the bodily energy centers, letting go of any belief systems, any density, any traumas, any fears. We open and activate the solar plex to the vibration of flow. They're showing salmon swimming up river.
Mm.
And just allowing the digestive system to clear out, opening all the tracts, allowing everything to flow, and connecting to the correct frequency. the correct information, the truth, the oneness. And moving into the heart chakra, it's the middle of the chest. We open and activate the heart chakra to the vibration of unconditional love. And opening up to unconditional love, you might have had to experience a lot of conditional love in order to experience fully unconditional love. So we bring in unconditional love vibration and we tune into the correct frequency of true love, true oneness. We allow the light, our inner light, to expand and clear. And also connecting with all our loved ones. And seeing how you're connecting to all your loved ones through their heart chakras. It's literally how we connect. And moving into the throat chakra, opening and activating the throat chakra to pure expression, pure high frequency spirit expression, the correct frequency, the correct truth, the oneness expression. Expression, communication, communicating with love. And allowing our light to expand and clear. And just as we move through these chakras, just put your attention, awareness, and focus on the chakra. And moving into the forehead, third eye, we activate the energy of the third eye. Tapping into the vibration of truth, connecting to the correct frequency of truth, of oneness, and expanding our light, allowing the light to expand, clear, and connect. This one, they're showing me a diamond in our third eye chakra. So the light bouncing off every side of the diamond. So not only out, but coming in towards yourself, for you. your higher self coming in for you. And moving into the crown chakra. Opening and activating the crown chakra to the vibration of connection and joy. Place your attention, focus, and awareness on your chakra, the crown chakra, connecting to the true frequency, the correct frequency of connection and joy. Allowing super golden white light to come into the crown chakra, opening and activating, clearing, expanding, and also balancing everything out, balancing the hemispheres, balancing the mind, pineal, balancing the third eye, balancing the throat chakra, balancing the heart chakra, and running the energy down into the solar plex, the sacral, and the root chakra, down through our spine, our legs, out bottom of our feet, connecting to the root chakras below our feet, and sending it right into Gaia. So you have golden white roots coming out from your feet, just rooted right into Gaia. And the healing of Gaia also comes back up your root system, back into your body. You can call on Gaia for healing anytime. Beautiful. So now we're all activated, open, bright frequency lights connected to the correct frequency. And when we're when we're vibrating this high, we can connect to anyone that you're wanting to connect to. Okay, so you can connect to source or your home frequency or your higher self or your guides. Future self is also another relationship. Wanting to be developed, connecting to all your intuition, your channeling, your automatic writing, all your downloads, just your knowingness. Connecting into these healing technologies that are now rolling out, these cubes, these higher frequency vibrations, and how we are those, and eventually moving towards and being that full time. Just always feeling good. And stepping into what it is that you desire and moving into and being in action. Always creating an action that's aligned with your desire.
Mhm.
So if there's anything else that you can think of that you can clear out, that you've been wanting to clear out, that you've been needing assistance with, it's the time. Maybe you have physical ailments, maybe you have questions that you need answers, maybe you need help with understanding. Just bring it in. What do you need help with? Now's the time. And allow the help, allow the assistance, allow the healing. And trust in the process and trust in yourself. That is already manifested, already done. So thank you for being in the space and co-creating with not only everyone here on the call, but all the masters that are in this circle assisting, and everyone on the other side of the veil that are here, and all our animal and nature friends. And always being in gratitude and appreciation. And when things don't look like they're working out, there's always a blessing. You just have to step back and wait for it to be revealed. So we take in a few deep breaths to integrate everything and to slowly bring us back. And as we count these 3 breaths, we just let everything go that's ready to go and allow everything to integrate. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and be here. Oh, wow. Time is just flying tonight.
Mhm.
So we have a few more minutes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Yeah, so just, call in May 31st, bridge call. Download that energy. Oh,
Yeah, bring it in at any time.
yeah,
Thank you.
it's now in your repertoire, in your files.
We can
Yeah,
always,
thank you for bringing everybody being here tonight, because I certainly needed a tune-up.
you did a wonderful job. Thank you.
Thank
You're looking
you.
good.
Thank you.
So before we leave, I don't know if you want to stick around for a little bit. Danny, are you interested in bringing in any? Is there a specific person
Well,
that you
the
wanted to
energies
channel?
that we called in do have a little message for us.
Okay. Perfect.
So this is from their collective. You may want to call them light beings. You may want to call them masters. You want to make them lesser and greater gods. They all have a collective message for us here right now.
Okay.
So they would like to speak through me. We would like to infuse with us our feeling we have for you of joy. We have so much joy in watching the children grow and learn and heal and expand. We see you in your light. We see you for who you truly are. And your light is brighter. Your love is greater. Your healing is greater. Many things are moving forward for you on all levels, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, let alone spiritual. As you all climb this path that moving closer and closer to your end focus, which would be the fifth dimension, we have so much joy for you. We watch you like a parent watches their child who is learning a new skill. And we are delighted in watching all of you. Our hearts are growing and expanding, just watching you live up to your potential. For all of you have great potential within you. All these abilities and this love and these energies are always been within you. You are just learning to bring them out. You are learning how to use them at this time. And you're doing it for the greatest good of not only for yourself, but for others also. And we experience great joy in watching you live up to your potential at this time as you move forward, as you let go of those realms and darknesses and disbeliefs we may use that you don't need anymore, that are of the past, that you are shedding your skin, so to speak, like a lizard peels their skin, revealing a new, fresh person, a new, fresh being. And this is what you are doing on so many levels. And it is our joy just to watch you and to see you shine and to see you heal and to bring love, great love into your hearts at this time that you share with each and one another at this time. So much is in front of you at this time, so much to look forward to as you move to this new pinnacle, if you want to use, of who you truly are. For you are many things. You are greatness. You are the child of God. You carry God's genes. God is within you. You have only started to be the spiritual being that you can be. You are in grade school, so to speak, but we love watching you move forward and growing and expanding and literally loving yourselves and opening up to who you can truly be and your gifts that you have. For you are just as divine as we are. Your light is just as bright as our light. You just don't know it. And you are experiencing that now, step by step, layer by layer. You are becoming true gods within yourselves. So much is coming to you in the next months and years ahead as we watch you in great anticipation and with great joy as we watch you all bring up your energies up to that higher levels, to that higher realms, because we're here waiting for you and with you to meet and greet you when you arrive. There will be great celebration when you arrive. For you, we shower you with our love, and we are so happy to see you come into your own, moving forward, having the courage to do this, and having the abilities to let go of all those hurts and pains and sufferings that you may have gone through, not only in this lifetime, but all your past lives, is to shed them, to let them go. They're not yours anymore. They've served their purpose as you move on this divine journey of light and understanding who you truly are. This is your journey, for everything is within you. It always has been. As you expand those frequencies within you, as you expand your DNA, the strands of DNA, as you increase them, as you start to shed this dense body and move into a crystalline body in the near future, we will be right there beside you. We will be right there joining you. We wish to hold you and hug you when you arrive, for you have walked that difficult path of ascension to get to that point in your evolution, for you are all highly evolved. You've been waiting for this time for eons. As we have watched you as children grow, we watched you walk, we watched you run, we watched you talk. It is your time to shine, and we are so proud of you, and we have so much joy watching you shine your light. So stay positive, stay in love, treat others as you would love them to treat you, and share these energies that you have with others as much as you can in your knowledge. For we are waiting for you on the other side when the time is right. This we wish to share with you today. For you are never alone. We are always holding your hand. We have always got our hands on your shoulders. Call on us to give you that strength if you tend to fall down one day, that we may help you pick you up, that we are here for you. We are here with you. We wish to share this knowledge with you at this time as we meet again soon. Namaste.
Lovely message. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we all got a gold star tonight
Mhm.
for all the
The-
great work we've been doing.
The joy that came through there, they
That
are
was,
like proud parents
I
watching
know.
their child do their, with their first recital, their first gymnastic, their first, whatever. The joy they have for us is immense.
I
Immense.
just totally got that. Like, it was like, wow, I'm so like, thank you.
Denise, they said, if you need us, call us. So who we have to call?
Whoever you resonate with, call on God, call on Jesus, call on the angels, whatever resonates with you, right? Your spirit guides.
You can
How
just
about
say
your higher
help of the
self?
light, help of the light.
Yeah, you can even call on your higher self, Tatiana,
Yeah.
the higher realm of you. Why not? It's godlike. We are little gods. We really are.
Thank you.
So we've passed kindergarten. We're into grade 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're all getting your gold stars, like you said, on our exams, because we've done the work and we're ready to move forward. It's a beautiful
Wow.
time. Beautiful
Great.
time.
We're doing so well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
very
awesome. I
excited.
really love that.
Welcome. I'm glad because they were all here when you were doing your meditation, and they all wanted to talk. And I said, you guys have to wait. You have to wait till we're done. And so it was lovely to hear from them. It's their energy that is just immense. Unbelievable energy. Thank you so much.
Can you see them all in the audience just like clapping as we're all standing on the stage from doing just such a great job?
Yes,
So,
we're standing
wow.
in our power, we're standing in our light.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. That was really nice. Very
Oh,
nice.
so yeah, that wraps up another beautiful bridge call. So don't
Very
forget
nice.
to share it and like and subscribe and all those wonderful things you do on YouTube. And anybody else that has a burning desire before we wrap it up?
Any comments?
We're
Oh,
good?
by the way, even before the meditation, my stomach pain gone. I just started to feel warmness. I don't know what Danny you did, but I started to feel warmness and it's gone. I
Yay.
don't have pain in my stomach anymore.
Wow.
Thank you.
Warp speed.
Thank you.
So
Well-
everybody, we're all on stage. We're all going to take a big bow. for all
Mhm.
the great work that we're doing.
That's right, and that a boy, right?
Yay. All right.
We
Love you
have.
guys.
We've come a long way,
Uh,
love you too. And it's nice to see that this is our Zoom now and it's working well.
Yeah. So we're
Our
gonna see
baby.
about getting some other channelers on the show soon. So
Yeah,
stay tuned.
I'd love to do that. We'll
So
talk soon.
have yourselves a great week. We'll talk to you
Thank you.
later.
Thank you so much.
Light,
Guys.
Right, thank
Bye.
you.
Bye, guys.
light.